6, 7. Hello and welcome to another episode of The Road to Doomsday. This is the R.N.G podcast. I'm Riley.
I'm Brandon.
He's Brandon.
Today is the last. I almost said Last Stand Union City. Remember that game? Gamers, Armor Games. I was at the Last Stand and Fantastic Four. Bump bump.
Bump bump, indeed.
Yeah.
Bump bump, indeed. And it's X-Men 3 Last Stand. Yes.
Don't worry about it.
This one was much better than last week. This mile was not a uphill battle.
No, this is like a flat road.
Yeah, we're just chilling.
Yeah.
Nice
We weren't
little-
like going down the hill of the roller coaster. We weren't going up either. We're just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah, same bad.
So I think we can just get right into the Fantastic Four review.
Yep.
What do you think? Oh, we have to do score.
So what'd you think? Is I
All right, let's do our score for Fantastic Four.
Score for Fantastic Four. I'm gonna give it a 4 just because of that.
3, 2, 1,
8.
6.
I actually give it an 8.
Yeah.
I really liked, this is, in my opinion, the best Fantastic Four movie we've gotten. I like it better than First Steps.
I think. Oh, really?
Yeah. I think
It's because it's an origin story. There's no origin in Fantastic Four, so it's just
I don't even think it's just that. I just think the casting fits
obviously better.
the best.
Actually, I don't like Jessica Alba as.
Well, that's the only, but I think the other one isn't that great either. So that one, I'm like, that's
better.
whatever. But it's whatever.
You're going off of Marvel Rivals, who's just a fucking
no.
gem.
I don't need her to be a Snow Bunny animated big yabo baby girl. That's all I'm saying.
That Sue Storm looks really good in First Steps.
Yeah, I think they're both fine, but they're not the people who I'm really like comparing. I'm comparing Reed Richards, Johnny Storm, and The Thing.
Yeah, they all three are better in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I think The Thing is probably the closest that I'm like, it's whatever. But like Johnny, this is how Johnny's supposed to be. I did not like First Steps Johnny.
That's how Johnny's supposed to be.
And I mean, Chris Evans, what a gem for Marvel. I mean, he was Johnny Storm and obviously Captain America.
Yeah, then
who will return in Doomsday.
I don't know the name of the actor who played Reed Richards, but he was way better too.
Way better.
He had the
awkwardness just as well as like Pedro did, but he also just fit the persona. Also, the look a lot better. Than Pedro does. Again, no offense to Pedro. I'm just a bit of a hater.
No offense, but I hate you.
I'm only a hater because he's inserted in just too much where I don't feel like he belongs. Like that movie, I felt like they could have gotten a better guy.
They could have gotten someone better.
Yeah.
They could have gotten someone better for Human Torch too. Like I don't like Joseph Quinn.
Joseph Quinn, I think. Yeah, I think that's
I don't like that. I don't like the actor, and I think that, like you said, they just didn't do the Human Torch like he's supposed to be.
Yeah, I think his acting skills are actually fine.
It's fine.
I just don't think
he doesn't look like him.
And he doesn't really look like him, but he's not like terrible.
He's supposed to be like a hot piece of ass, bro.
And some people think he's a hot piece of ass.
I guess
women are different now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a guy, so I'm just like, Chris Evans.
I know more people who think Joseph Quinn is hotter than Chris Evans. I'm like, you're crazy.
Insane.
Chris Evans is a hot man.
Chris Evans has me biting the pillow. Next question. I'm just saying. I don't even swing that way, but like, dude, Chris Evans, come on.
That's horrible.
I think out of the Marvel guys, I think Chris Evans is number 1.
Robert Downey Jr.
He's good, but he don't got the muscle. He can't hold me down.
Are you talking about purely just for in bed? I'm saying like in a relationship,
right?
I would be chilling with Robert. He seems like a cool guy to know. And like,
so is Chris Evans, though.
Chris Evans is like a very cookie cutter.
Oh, he's pretty fun.
That's actually hilarious.
Yeah, I think he's all right. I think he'd be pretty good overall.
Robert Downey
or Hemsworth.
Hemsworth is cool.
Hemsworth is really well. That and he's also actually like a really cool guy.
Mm-hmm. A lot of the Marvel cast has people that you're just like, I'd like to know them.
Yeah, of course.
And in bed.
In bed, Chris Evans.
Chris Hemsworth. That Australian accent.
I think he's got a lot of muscle, but he's gonna be too gentle. I think Chris Evans will give it to me. That's really hard to say with a straight face.
Put the Australian accent in your ear while you're biting the pillow, dude.
I'm thinking of the wrong things he's saying, like, "Good day, love." He's just like.
Anyways, back to Fantastic.
Yeah. Anyway,
I give this a 6 because 6 is not bad. I don't say 6 is bad. I'm saying 6 is over mid. It's over mid. I say it's okay. You
Sure.
know, like a lot of people hear 6 and you're like, "Oh, you think it's bad?" I'm like, "No." If it's at a 5 or below, that's when it 5 gets into being bad, and then below that's just bad. Above a 5 is like, it's not great, but it's not bad either. It was just kinda there.
Yeah.
I thought Doctor Doom was really good in this,
Yeah.
actually. I remember when this movie came out, I remember back then, maybe not when it came out, but, like, a few years later, people were saying, like, "This Doctor Doom was dumb." I'm like, "I don't know, I liked him a lot."
I think he's really cool. I think it's just because he's not comic accurate,
Yeah,
is the
that's a
issue,
big
but I
thing.
think the way they handled him was really cool,
The
like,
way
his
they
slow
yeah.
descent too
The way they
into
gave him his
it.
powers, where
Yeah.
he was starting to turn metal, so they didn't have him make a big suit of metal, which for the time they're trying to be a little bit more realistic, would be kinda unrealistic of a guy just to make a whole suit of metal. So that's his thing is he's turning into metal,
Yeah.
and he has the mask from his place,
Yeah.
which is cool. Then he's got the great coat, the
Yeah.
the hood
You
and
only
everything.
see him, like, fully dolled up for, like, a few seconds, though.
Yeah,
Like,
a
when he's
few
looking down at Reed when he's frozen. That's, like, when you see the whole image, like, from
yeah.
the face.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's like
unfortunately,
straight
you
out
don't
of
see
comic
enough.
books
Yeah.
panel type thing. But I like his voice, it was I was back and forth on it. At first, I was like when I first heard him talking with the mask on, I was like, "Ooh, that's kinda like he's really, like, kinda higher pitched." I imagined him to be deeper, but then as he talked more, I was like, "Okay, wait, no, I'm kinda getting
Yeah,
a
I
new
liked
place."
it. I liked it just from jump. I thought his voice fit it pretty well. I would like a deeper Doom, which, I
Yeah,
mean, I'm hoping Downey has the range to get deep enough to which he kinda does have a deeper voice,
when
but
he's an
he's
Iron Man, he has a really good voice,
yeah, so
and
that's what
then
I'm saying.
especially in Iron Man
I
1.
think he needs to drop it like a pitch, maybe
Yeah.
lower than that for Doom, and I think he'd be hitting the right note of, like, how I want him to sound.
Imagine, like, He's All Yours from Iron Man when he gives the
Oh, yeah.
people that guy
He's all
and it's like,
yours.
that's a really good I think that would be a good Doom voice.
Yeah, like
Um,
the dark Iron Man we
yeah,
get for only just the first one. Yeah, that'd be good.
yeah, and it wasn't the as I heard him like, talk more,
Mm.
I was like, "Okay, I actually do like the inflection he's putting on his voice, how he's
Yeah,
sounding cocky, but he's also, like, smart still, you know, he's
yeah.
understanding stuff."
He's got intelligence
It's just
behind
the
the voice.
highness of his voice, I was, like, kind of thrown but as I heard it more, I was like, "Actually, I do like how he's talking and how he's
Yeah.
portraying Doom."
I think the only other thing I'd say with his voice is granted, I don't know what a Latvian accent would sound like, but I feel like there should be a little bit of, like, I'm trying to think of the right word, not like a conjugation, but like a roll of the tongue or something, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
just
a
I think it should slip out a little bit when he gets more crazy,
yeah,
because I think him being completely having no accent is like him, like, being the smart guy he is, where he's not trying to make people see that part of him,
yeah.
where he's because multiple times they say, "Why don't you go back to your town of Latveria," or something, and they, like,
Yeah,
say the meaning wise,
yeah,
and so I think that was a smart but as he was going crazy and, like, became more Doom, I think it should've slipped out a little bit more as he
yeah.
wasn't trying as hard
More
to hide
stepping
it.
into him being
Yeah.
Latveria.
I wanna talk about one real quick thing, when he kills that guy in the parking garage, that was really gross.
Yeah,
Like,
actually was very
you
surprised. I
saw
was like,
rib
I saw
cage and,
rib.
like,
I saw
fucking
flesh. I
guts
saw
and
like a bit of flesh
flesh.
drop. I was like,
Yeah, I was
"Yo."
like, "Damn, this is that's crazy," because this was still early superhero stuff where they were afraid to go darker.
Yeah, like Blade was like as dark as we got, but like
Even that
people
had
didn't see
humor
that.
and
Yeah,
stuff in
people
it, and
didn't
it's
see that as like a Marvel
and
movie,
this is
even though it
Fantastic
was.
Four, you're not
Yeah,
expecting darkness, so,
yeah.
like, just to see and it's not crazy, it's not long or anything, it's just I was not expecting to
A
see
hole.
rib
Yeah, a
cage and
hole.
a hole
I
with
thought it would just
blood.
be like a blank hole, you know what I mean? Or just like
Yeah, it's
black on the chest.
cauterized,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
but,
Star Wars style.
which unfortunately, them doing that was cool and stuff, but it led to a fart.
A fart? It led to a shark.
It led to a part where, he shoots, Invisible Woman and she's just fine. So they kinda fucked up with that, but I know it's a movie, it's movie spectacle, you
Well,
know,
she's supposed to be like stronger.
maybe he wasn't using his full power when
Probably.
he's playing with them, so probably not. Yeah, but, action-wise in the movie, though, it's not that great in my opinion. It's okay.
It's a I like the creativity they do with their powers. That's
Yeah,
what
they
I
showed a
like.
lot, yeah.
Which is like, yeah, this one doesn't have like the really cool action sequences like I like to see like in Blade or like, something like that has a little bit more just straight hands getting thrown.
Yeah.
But they were creative with using the powers, which that's my favorite part of the Fantastic Four, is they're a very diverse grouping of people,
Mhm.
but the way they combine and use their powers at the same time. Like when the whole sequence with Doom, the whole ending fight,
Yeah.
the supernova with the force field, so that way it contains it, he goes molten, and then Thing breaks open the fire
And he
hydrant and pushes it
transforms into, like, a
towards Mr.
slime,
Fantastic, yeah, who turns into a
which is
funnel
that
and
was
shoots at him.
cool.
That kind of stuff I enjoy. I
Yeah.
like the smartness of powers. Like, even when we did, like, superhero D&Ds and stuff, that was my favorite part is trying to be creative with the power. It's
Yeah.
like, utilizing it in more ways than just, "I have super strength, Imma punch the guy." You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, and technically, they do that in First Steps, it's just not on the same level where everyone gets their own, like
and
Mm.
they're not really hitting combos like that. Like, the
No,
only
they are. You
combo.
got Thing, like, punching Galactus's feet, and then that's causing him to trip over Mr. Reed stretching out, and then you got, also Fire Guy Johnny
Human
Storm,
Torch.
Human
Okay, I was
Torch
like,
is, like, shooting him in the face, and you got, Mrs.,
well, that's more
Invisible
like a
Woman.
power play. I'm saying like a
Yeah.
straight tag team, like a combo move.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks
This
like
is
out
more
of a
like
video
them
game.
just working in unison. I'm saying like a straight up like, pull here, Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 2 when you have Captain America and Iron Man
Mhm.
and you shoot the beam and it reflects off it. That's the type of shit I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Which
I
thank
got
God
you.
they did that in what was it? So Ultron. They do an Ultron, right? Almost
Uh,
positive.
they
The
do
snow sequence in the
yeah,
beginning.
there's a few times, yeah,
Yeah,
because
they
they
make
do
that's a huge call back to those games. Absolutely.
yeah,
Has to be.
you have
Or
the
the
hammer
comics.
in Avengers 1, Iron Man comes and shoots the yeah, that in Avengers 1 you're talking about where he shoots the beam into the shield and he shoots it around?
Oh,
That's in
that's
Avengers
Avengers 1?
1.
Oh, okay.
Avengers: Age of Ultron, they do
Is the
the
shield
shield, the
and the
hammer.
hammer with the shockwave?
And then in Avengers: Endgame, they do the lightning into Iron Man to charge him up,
Yeah, with the nano suit.
which is a callback to the first Avengers,
Yeah, when he's
which is
like,
really
"Oh,
cool.
sir,
Look at that.
power's at 400%." Well, would you look at that?
Yeah. Um, no, but I see what you're saying. I do see what you're saying. There's, like, combo plays instead of just working together, which is really cool. I like the bridge safe, but I feel like it kinda was weird because it all happened because of the Thing.
Yeah, and then that was one thing I wanted to bring up that I really did not like about the movie, is the fact that in so many other media with superheroes, it's
Mhm.
like, "Oh, man, this guy's a fucking freak. He's gross. We're gonna hate him forever." Example, X-Men. You even have a guy that's blue, and they're like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
This rock monster is fucking hitting the fucking gritty on the middle of Golden Gate Bridge, crashes a truck." Everybody's like, "Oh my god, it's a monster." And then he saves people on the fire truck, and it's like, "Dude, you're a hero. What are you talking
Yeah.
about? How are we able to 180 turn on the Thing?" But everybody's like, "Yo, Wolverine too much, bro."
Well, I think a nice little detail I saw from that was, when everyone's clapping for him and stuff, and he sees his wife, who's a bitch, by the way, but he
Yeah,
sees his
Lucy.
wife, and he goes to walk up to her, and she's like, "Stay away." As he goes to walk up to her, everyone around her, as they're clapping, goes and, starts backing away because 'cause they're still
A
scared
little
of
bit,
him,
yeah,
but they're falling in line with everyone else around him and seeing that he did save people, so they're like, "Oh, yeah, good job," and then they come toward and he's like, "Oh,"
yeah.
you know? So, I thought that little detail was a good that they're not fully like, "Yeah, thing's cool now," but, it's everyone else is clapping. You'd fall into that line too, I think, if that happened in real life where
I don't know, I think it's because I've been so, like, sucker punched with, like, media of, like, aliens, stuff like that. Honestly, unless, like, it's straight up like a gun to me, I'll be like, "What's up, dog?" Like,
what's up, dog?
that's why I'm like, dude, Loki, I'm like, "As long as they don't probe me, yo, shoot me up, guys. I wanna hang out. Hit the
Yeah.
space hookah," you know what I'm saying? Hook I don't care.
I thought the humor was
It was
pretty good
okay.
pretty good
My
sometimes.
favorite was the fucking, "It's clobbering time!" And then just just like that. I actually laughed at that one. That was funny.
And Ben Grimm, they did a great job with him, and his whole, his life sucks now because of what happened.
Yeah,
I think they gave him the cure too early, and then he instantly goes back on it, which is like, yeah, it's supposed to be a character moment, he's gonna save his friend, but, I mean, they didn't need the Thing, they could've figured something
yeah,
out. Like, the Thing, he doesn't have to ruin his life to go save them for one day, it's like but then he gets his blind girlfriend, he's happy now, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
She likes
But
it hard and spiky, I guess.
but I like the fact that he's, like, just depressed for most of the movie,
Yeah,
which is
I
how it's
was
supposed to be,
yeah. Would you I
'cause
mean, because he really like, he the in depending on the comic run, he's got it worse than Spider-Man, depending.
mhm,
Like, there's the ones where, because I mean, I think I brought this up last time we talked about the Thing, or maybe I brought it up in just our conversation, but there's the one comic run where Reed figures
oh,
out
he
how to turn him,
transforms, but
yeah,
only once a year.
to a human at 1 day out of the year,
Yeah,
or it's like 1 week out, something like that, and that's the only time he ages. He doesn't
mhm,
age as the Thing, so he lives for, like, a gorillion years because he only ages a week at a time, and, like, he's like, in every because they're I forget why, but Reed and Johnny keep checking on him through time just to see, like, how his life goes, and they're like, "This is fucking sad because 'cause they've been dead forever ago," and he thinks about them every single time, like,
damn.
every year, like 10, 20, 30, 100,000 years they go forward in the future, he's like there's one part where he's, like, in a courtyard, and he's looking at the statues of them, he's like, "I don't know what to do anymore, man. Like, I've been around for too long." I'm like, "God, that's so sad."
At that point, why don't you just kill yourself?
He can't die.
What?
Yeah, like,
In a human form, he can't shoot himself in the face?
oh, I don't know.
Wait a year, become human and blow
I
your
don't
head off.
remember. There might be a thing about it. I don't
Maybe,
remember.
I don't know, I assume. That sounds like a pretty, dark run of the comics for Fantastic Four,
Yeah,
but yeah.
and it makes them all appreciate him more when they go back. They're like, "Damn, dude."
Yeah, and we talk I talk a lot of shit about the Johnny Storm from the new one because he's not acting like Johnny Storm, but, I mean, in the comics, once he becomes the Human Torch, he's not as how he is in this movie, where he's, like,
Where it's like a hot shot.
a
Hot
showboating hotshot. He's not as that. He's not he learns humility even to the point where he sacrifices him that's why the Future Foundation happened.
Yes, yep.
It's 'cause he sacrificed himself
For
and
the negative zone or
something.
something?
It was like a huge army that was coming through a portal, something,
Yeah,
and
it's
he
it's it's
held
called,
them
like, the
off.
negative zone or
Yeah.
something, and then 'cause then they think he's dead, and Ben thinks he's dead, and because 'cause I've seen the comic run, like, a couple panels that I really need to get into reading them, but, where it's like I think it's fuck, who is it? It's, 2 people, like, take Thing to the side, and they let him like, fight him because they're like, he needs to get his emotions out, and
Oh,
he
yeah,
can't.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's not Hulk, but it's, like, 2 other strong guys. I
Yeah,
don't think it's
I've
Hulk.
seen that panel, yeah.
Yeah, and he's just letting like, they're fighting, but they're not really, like,
I
putting
think
up
it's
a fight.
Thor. I think Thor's one
It
of
might
them.
be Thor, but it's
I
just
don't know
it's
that.
2 of them being like, "Dude, you need to let it out, like, bring it
Yeah,
on." And
um,
it's just like, God, that's so terrible.
yeah. So maybe that's what they're going for. This is longer into their okay, and
Anyways,
that's our
fuck the Fantastic Four.
that's our Fantastic Four review. Let's get right into X-Men, 3, The Last Stand, X-Men: The Last Stand. Would you again, I almost did it again. What'd you think of it? No, our review for X-Men: The Last Stand in 3, 2, 1, 8.
7.5. Sure, fair enough.
I'd give it an 8. It's my favorite of the trilogy,
Yeah,
which is a hot take. Very hot take.
I even, like, some of the people I've talked to about it are like, "I think the earlier ones are the best in my opinion," of, like, the X-Men movies in general, and I'm like,
I'm super excited for First Class.
maybe X-Men 2 is okay, like, for the earliest as we get.
Yeah.
X-Men 1, you can't convince me that's a
No.
great movie.
It was good for the time, and
Sure,
it let open
maybe,
people's minds, but
maybe.
it's well, it was. That's the only reason they made the X-Men movies because it killed in the box office. It had a budget like 40 million and made like 300 million.
Oh, wow.
X2 had a budget of like 150 million and made like 400 million, and then X3 had a budget of 200 million and made 500 million.
Yeah.
Before Days of Future Past came out, it was the highest grossing X-Men movie of all time.
Mm,
Which and there's not much, but there was still, the Wolverine, X-Men Origins,
yeah,
First Class, and then the 2 before it, so
yeah.
there was still some, like, some newer ones, um, but I like it the best, I have some gripes with it, obviously, that I think everyone else does. I can just look past those gripes and see that the action in this movie is so much better.
Yeah, the action's
Um,
good.
the characters, there's a lot more of them, so you get a lot more, and it probably comes down to the fact that I just like seeing superheroes go burr, and that's why I
Yeah,
like it more because there's
sure.
a lot of that. Because you don't get that in 2 and 1.
Right.
You don't get just, like, Wolverine and them going, like, ham and hitting people and fighting and
Not, like,
stuff.
all the time, no.
No.
Like, that's why Endgame was such a spectacle because 'cause they're just all going ham. The only issue with that was there's so many, they can't, like, give you too much of a zoomed in
Yeah,
view all the time because it's like, you have to step back and look at just this war going on.
yeah, because like, X-Men 1 and another thing about this that a lot of people don't like is that the X-Men are working with the government in this movie to stop Magneto, and a lot of people would argue that Magneto's viewpoint in this movie is the right one, and the X-Men are actually the villains because of their whole working to with the government, the oppressors, that's what they call them. They say they're working with the oppressors while
Mhm.
Magneto's trying to fight for, mutant rights.
Right, and to a certain degree, like, they're not 100% wrong,
Yes.
but the issue is when they initially roll out this cure, it is not like a, "We're enforcing it."
Yes.
You have a choice to come do it. Granted, though, Magneto has the right idea because they do already have it in gun form, but I think they only do that because they know
Because
people
of
like
Magneto.
Magneto exist, where he's gonna target them. That's the only reason they made it.
Totally,
They didn't
yeah,
make it to be like,
exactly.
"Fuck it, we're making fucking concentration camps for mutants." They didn't that wasn't their
Yeah, no,
intention.
not at all, and, like, it's they even say that in the movie, it's like, Beast is all like, "How are you making this into weapons already? What the hell?" And he's like, "Because there's people out there like Magneto," and he points to, like, I think it was the truck accident or whatever, he's like,
Yeah,
"That's what happens, there's people like that out there that do this, we needed protection. How are we gonna shoot Magneto if we use bullet we gotta
yeah,
have some way to stop him." So, I think it's totally viable what they did, and they also this president, it was super like, "We're not forcing it, if you want it, come get it, if you don't want it," and then you have all these fucking people rioting going,
yeah,
"No cure," and you have the lines of people who want the and the thing that infuriated with this movie is Storm was all like, "This is horrible. No
yeah.
one needs a cure."
Shut up.
You
Rogue
can
Rogue
yeah,
is standing there like, I
Rogue
can't
and
touch anybody."
Beast are in the same room, and Beast is a fucking blue furball, and he even mentions, like, not everyone can fit in as well as like, I shed on the
Yeah, I
fucking
shit on the
furniture.
chair, yeah.
Yeah, and it's, like, totally viable. If Beast wants a cure, let him have the
Yeah,
cure. If
yeah.
Rogue, who
Rogue?
can't touch
Absolutely,
anyone,
absolutely.
wants to give her the cure, and fucking Rogue says, like, "What about me?" And Storm goes, "There's nothing wrong with you." And it's like,
Yeah.
"Okay, give her a hug then,
Yeah,
Storm.
yeah, give her a
Fucking
hug.
hug her."
Give her a hug, no I was like, "Give her a hug, no clothes." Wait a minute. Hold on.
So,
Wait a
like,
minute.
it's totally like, I don't get all the hate between, like
Well, they're just trying to be like it all comes down to, like, a quasi race thing that they have going on, where it's like, you should appreciate who you are. But it's like, dude, we are not all built equal, Storm. You are completely fine. You're like a normal bitch. You have
Yep,
white hair. Oh
yep.
my god, dude, you can't fit in. But, like, yeah, for Rogue, I can't dude, if Toad was still around, Toad's taking that shit. I doubt
If you
Toad
want yeah, if you wanted to.
ugly ass.
And it's just like, I don't know, I don't see the X-Men as working with the oppressors and being the villains because they
No.
wanna stop Magneto from yes, he's fighting for mutant rights, but he's also not fighting for the mutants, he's fighting for his own agenda.
Right,
He
but
literally says, "Let the pawns go first." Like
right, but that's the whole point of why he's saying that to them is to build a rapport and build more people to join the
yeah,
army.
exactly.
Because obviously even he's like, "Yo, Loki, I'm a little in the wrong here, but I gotta build more people. So let me just say," it's propaganda.
Yeah, exactly, and it's just I don't Magneto is right. I mean, that's the great thing about Magneto's character is that he's not a pure villain. He's there because he wants, equal rights, equal fights, though.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
You want equal rights, you're gonna get equal fights. But it's just and they get that fundamental character of him and Professor X in this movie where, they're looking for Magneto and they can't find him, and then they go to Jean Grey's old house and they actually meet up together. And
Yeah,
instead of instantly fighting each other, they're just like, let's go talk.
yeah.
And they're
Well,
kinda together for a little bit, and Professor or Magneto's, like, poking fun at him and being like, "You're wrong here," but he's not trying to kill Professor X,
no, of
and
course
he's
not.
even sad when
They
he
have
dies.
yeah, they have a respect
They
rapport, no
do, they
matter
do.
what their differences. Because even when, Pyro talks shit, he's like,
Yeah.
"I woulda killed Professor X for you," and he goes, "Charles did more for mutant rights than you ever will in your life."
Yeah, and the only thing I regret is that he had died for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
which is
also
really good.
vaporized, like, dude, my god.
Yeah. These are the gripes I have with this movie, not the X-Men working with the government and Magneto being right or whatever. The gripes I have with this movie is they killed off Cyclops and then Professor X way too early in the
Really
movies.
early, extremely.
Cyclops, extreme bro, it would have
15
been
minutes.
hype to see him at the final battle and, like, mowing down these
Yeah.
fucking that
Yeah!
would have been so cool, and it's unfortunate because this movie had a lot of background shit going on where the actor who played Cyclops didn't wanna do this movie, but they said, "Come on, just let us kill you at least." So he said, "Okay, I'll come back and you can kill me real quick," because he wanted to go film Superman Returns.
Mm.
Same with the original director for this movie, he was asked to go film Superman Returns, but they didn't wanna wait for him to finish his trilogy, so he said, "I'd rather do Superman than finish my trilogy," so he left as well,
Oh,
and then they hired a new director, and he left 2 weeks before it was supposed to start filming, and so they had to just find a guy real quick. So there's a lot of background and behind the scenes with
interesting.
this movie as to why it's kinda messy.
All things considered, I think it's actually not bad then.
It's not bad.
Yeah, considering all that, that's actually not that
I was
crazy.
thinking that too when I was watching videos on it and stuff, and I was like, "It's not really that it seems it came together pretty well."
Yeah.
Um, I think Jean Grey, I've never liked her character in all 3 of these movies. I don't
No,
like Jean Grey in general
I
in
don't
the
really
comics
either.
either. I think she's boring.
Yeah, and
Um,
until she gets Phoenix, but then at that point, she's not Jean Grey, she's just Phoenix, and she's just like Psycho Bitch.
yeah, then they didn't it's not really Phoenix in this
You
movie.
know, it's more her alter
It's
ego,
her
which
full
is the
power
Phoenix. Yeah,
because the Phoenix Force is like an entity of cosmic
yeah,
power,
it's
and
its
this is
own
just
thing.
her power.
Yeah, quid pro quo, like, that's kinda what they're going for, but the level at which she's applying it is, like, Phoenix style.
Yeah.
So, I think literally the guy was reading it was like, "I don't know what the fuck they're talking about," and kinda was just like, "We're running it like
Yeah,
this."
the original director, the one who did the last 2, wanted to do the Phoenix storyline and
Right.
have Emma Frost be the main villain. So she'd be in this one, but then all that stuff happened and they kinda changed it up a little bit. They kept the Phoenix kind of in it
Right.
because it's more of a background story, really, the Phoenix thing,
Yeah.
while the whole, like, anti-serum stuff is the main point of this.
Mhm.
So Jean Grey wasn't very good. I mean, other than that, I mean, you have Wolverine's the best in this one, in my opinion, as well. I think I like him
Yeah.
when he's not so, like, "Fuck everyone." but he's also still his, like, "That was my last cigar, bro." Like, he's still like that type
like
of
that douchey kinda, like,
yeah, but
funny.
he's there for the school, and
Yeah,
he's chilling, like,
yeah.
that's what I like Wolverine. I don't like the last 2 movies where he's kinda like, "I'm only here
For my own reasons.
yeah, I'm just kinda here, I don't
Yeah.
really care."
And
You know?
that's really this and then, like, Days of Future Past is, like, as good as that gets in
Mhm.
terms of him, like, being like that because Days of Future Past is, like, going technically from this storyline to the new
To the new one,
stuff via the
which
branch.
I'm very excited for.
Yeah, and, so he's got that rapport still, but then, like, like, the new like, in Doomsday, if they do meet up, it's gonna be I don't know how it's gonna be because I mean, he lost his X-Men. I don't know if he's gonna
Yeah.
have a good relationship or
Well,
not.
by the end of Deadpool Wolverine, he's like, I am an X-Man." Like, he finally, like
No, I know, but
yeah.
I feel like he'll have some guilt when he sees
Oh, yeah,
the
definitely.
X-Men. He'll be like, "Oh." He'll be like, "Scott, you're still around? Damn."
Ew. But yeah, I thought it was good. I think Rogue's whole thing with Billy was dumb and Kitty. Kitty?
Yeah,
Okay, I come into it and I'm like, "Billy, you're being a dumbass. Why you like at the funeral, he holds Kitty's hand and it right next to Rogue, and I'm like, "Okay, what are you
I didn't
doing?"
even notice that part.
Yeah,
I didn't see
she's
that.
crying, he holds her hand, and Rogue's right next to him. He takes her out to and it's
The
like
ice
in a
skate.
part of me, it kinda seems like he's just trying to be nice, but at the same time, it's like, "Bro."
Yeah, that it's going a little far. I was, like, on the fence with it the whole time. I was like, "I get what he's trying to do," and it's the kinda shit that I would be caught lacking with too, where it's like,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to cheer them up, but it definitely has romantic notes to it. So it's like, "Billy, what are you doing?"
But at the same time, at this point, I don't know what the time gap is between 3 and 2, but, like, Billy's been with Rogue, and they can't do anything. They
Yeah,
can't even kiss. Like, they
nope.
can't hug.
But I
They
mean,
can't do any
but
of
then
that.
she cured herself, so I mean, now they can
So
take
now they're all
that.
good, but it's, like which Rogue is way better than Kitty, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Way better.
That and she got the accent down more in this one.
Yeah,
Like,
she
she had
did,
that accent down. Like, when she was talking, I was like, "Yo, what?" She got real country real
yeah,
quick.
and it doesn't help that the actress who played Kitty actually is a trans at this point. So every time I see her, I just think of the man
Oh, like,
version.
now?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that actress is a man now.
Right.
So every time I see it, I'm just like, "Billy, don't do it."
Billy, she has a penis!
You're gonna hate it in a few years. But no, so a
You
part
never
of me's
know.
like
Billy might have swung that way, who knows?
maybe. A part of me's like, I understand Billy, but at the same time, I'm like, "Bro, there's
What are you
time and
doing? Yeah,
place.
what are you doing?
Don't do that."
But, like,
Rogue is such a sweetheart, don't do that.
in the first instance, I forget what it was. It was, God, it was the first instance of, like, Billy did something with, Kitty.
It was in the training sequence where Kitty, like, hugs him to save him, and he's like he
Yes.
holds her, and he's like,
When
"Thanks, Kitty."
yeah, when that happened, I was just like, "Okay, Rogue, like, that one's a little, like, settled down."
Yeah.
But then the ice skating, I was like, "Valid crash out, Rogue, go off." Like, I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
"That's actually fine."
Yeah, and I'm so glad they didn't pussy out and have Rogue keep her powers because she wanted to be special or something. Because her
Yeah.
power, I do not care. I would fucking hate to live with powers like that.
Oh, yeah.
Having no you can't have any touch of any like, bro, that's fucking horrible. Some
Yeah.
people need a good hug.
I like to cuddle.
Yeah.
Me
So it's
personally.
like, I'm so glad they didn't go at the end and be like, "I actually didn't get my powers
Yeah, I used to
taken."
get my powers.
Yeah. But yeah, o overall,
Yeah.
this is my favorite of the trilogy. It's a hot take. A lot of people hate this movie.
I thought that was fine. I mean, again, though, we're just action nerds. We like to see people fight. We like to see the powers. We like to see stuff like that.
Another big thing in this movie was, not only did they kill Cyclops, Jean Grey's officially dead now, and Professor X, Magneto loses his powers, and Mystique loses her powers. So you have 2 great villains gone,
Gone.
3 great like, main X-Men gone.
Gone.
So it's like, where do you go from this? That was another thing is like, what are they gonna do?
Yeah, and that's why they didn't continue it. They were like, "Fuck, this is
Yeah,
done."
they teased you at the end with the little
Yeah.
chest, which is actually a really good tease because it's very minimal, and then it instantly cuts, and
Yeah.
you're like, "Oh, shit."
Yeah.
And then they give you the Professor X at the end of the movie. Did you watch the
Yeah, in
end
the
credits?
very end, yeah.
Yeah, which is kinda like because then I guess that leads into the Wolverine. I'd never seen that movie. The Wolverine, not X-Men Origins, the one you say you like. Oh, no, you say you like X-Men Origins.
Origins. The Wolverine, I mean, they're both okay. I mean, I just like Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, I guess that leads right into The Wolverine, which sets up Days of Future Past, which I didn't even know.
Really?
There's an after credit scene in The Wolverine where Professor X comes to Wolverine and says, "Hi, Logan," and Logan's like, "What the hell?" And Magneto's there with metal powers. And Professor X is like, "There's a weapon being made,
Oh,
and we
that's
need your
the
help to stop it."
Wolverine?
The
Oh,
Wolverine.
shit, okay, then I have seen that, yeah. But it's at
Yeah,
the airport?
yeah, airport. And it's even the thing is Trask Industries or whatever who make the sentries. So it's like all setting up Days of Future Past,
Wow,
which I did not
did
know
not
connected to
didn't
I thought Wolverine was just its own thing.
didn't know it. Yeah, I did know it.
which is cool. So they did pay off what they set
God
up in this
damn, and
movie.
Logan goes through some shit then before Days of Future Past. I didn't realize that. I thought that was like after the fact or like, just like a side story. I didn't know it was connected at all. Poor
Dude,
bastard. He suffers so much.
I mean, neither. One thing I didn't know is when I watched that scene, he has his bone claws. Why does he have bone claws?
In
The Wolverine. In the airport, he goes like this to Magneto and he like stops him.
That might have just been an error on their fault.
That's because Magneto stops it like he has the
Because
metal skeleton still, but he has bone claws coming out of his hand. I was like, "What the hell?"
yeah, I don't know. I might have just been a clerical error. I'm not sure.
Interesting. Yeah, but any other thoughts on X-Men?
No, I not like because what we give it? Yeah, I gave it a
Maybe
7.5.
8.
I gave it 7.5.
Mhm,
And the other movie, Fantastic Four, was 8, 6.5.
I use 6.
Oh, it's 6 flat. I'm sure. Oh. Yeah, I mean, they're both pretty solid movies.
Yeah.
Like, I was watching them and I wasn't like, "Man, this sucks." Like, last week, I was like, "These fucking suck."
Yeah.
This week, I was like, "Yeah, these
It
are
was
fine."
it was hard to get through. Yeah, this was fun. I actually had a great time watching X-Men 3. Like I said last time, I just really like it. So let's end this episode out with a quick little X-Men bracket. We just have all the original 3 trilogy movies, the characters in there.
Yep.
Um, I don't think we really have any shoe-ins. There's a few. No, I wouldn't even call them shoe-ins. They're just not as big as other characters.
It'll just really depend.
Yeah. All right, let's get started. First one is Sabretooth versus Wolverine.
Wolverine.
It's easy. It's
Yeah,
Wolverine.
that's an obvious pick.
The Sabretooth sucks. Next is Storm versus Stryker, the main guy from 2. He's a good villain in 2.
He's a good
And
villain.
Storm in 3 movies doesn't do
She
anything.
really fucking sucks. Like, she could have had like, even that's another point to bring up in Last Stand. When she does, like, the tornado punch,
Yeah.
why is she not in a full tornado?
Yeah.
Like, they just make her spin
She's
like a
so
tornado,
weak.
and then I was like, "Oh my."
And she's so weak in all 3 of
Hated
these.
it.
I would actually go Stryker just because of how bad she is in
They
these
they really
movies.
don't adapt her well, and Stryker is a good villain.
Yeah.
Stryker. Sorry, Halle Berry.
Mm,
I know she was
um,
like a big crush character too, like, back in the day, Halle Berry.
yeah, she, I
What do they
think
call
she
what do they
did
call that? Celebrity crush?
Catwoman. Yeah,
Yes.
Celebrity Crush.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
did
she did Catwoman.
in the Catwoman movie,
Yep.
2004.
Uh, real early, yeah, somewhere around there.
Something
Next is Nightcrawler versus Magneto.
Nah,
Kinda
yeah,
sucks, but Magneto.
yeah, because Nightcrawler is actually cool. He coulda gotten the
He
cut.
wasn't even in Last Stand. Again, one last thing
Yeah,
with
wait
that
a
Last
minute, what
Stand,
the fuck?
it's because they didn't think about it. Again, they have yet to have in these 3 movies have an X-Men team that was X-Men,
Yeah, like for real
like a for
X-Men.
real X-Men team. Like, this
Yes.
is the closest you got, and it's still only, like, 5 people.
That's another point I actually wanna bring up in the movie, even though we're doing the bracket thing. This is probably the most Beast ever gets love in any
Oh,
project ever.
Beast was cool.
Dude, when he was fighting, I was like
He's
when he
doing,
was
like,
doing the spins,
yeah.
I was like, "Holy
Beast
shit."
was really cool. He
I
was
did not
cool.
remember him at all in this movie, and then, like, when
Yeah.
he was doing, like that and also, he had the closest costume to, like, actual like, it was blue with
Yeah.
the yellow, I was like,
Oh,
"This is
yeah,
as
with the
clo"
jacket,
yeah, "This is
yeah.
as close as it gets," and I like how he's like, "Damn, I don't remember how this fit me."
Yeah.
So it's like they had an old design, and they scrapped it for the black design. I'm like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
Hated
Yeah,
it.
Beast was cool, but again, like, in this team is the closest you get, and it's not even, like, a full team. It's 5 people. Cyclops, Kitty, Wolverine, Storm, Beast, 6
Bobby.
people, Iceman.
Yeah.
And Iceman gets his cool form finally
Yeah, finally we get to see him in
for
action
1
X-Men.
second,
Yeah,
which was cool, but, that's another thing you gotta bring up.
yeah.
Again, why I like it best, and that's again why I think it has the best team, but it's still not enough. If Nightcrawler was there, would've been cool. Cyclops there would've been cool. Professor X maybe in the
That's
background
like
doing
oh,
shit.
no, that's Cyclops, it was Colossus, that was thinking yeah,
Colossus, yeah, but
Colossus.
Cyclops being there would've been and they fucking
I'm really hoping they give them the love in Doomsday because they're
I
coming
saw
in.
based off that trailer, dude, I hope Cyclops gets a
Dude,
lot, dude.
please. I hope they do the what I doubt it, but the plane, from,
Yeah.
the '70s one?
97.
Yeah,
Well, I
97
think
was super
they
cool.
saw that and they were like,
Yeah,
"Man, everyone likes Cyclops."
he's fucking cool. He's
And he's
cool, and you don't
cool.
make him a little bitch for
He is a
cheap.
hero. He is on the same level as Captain America, in my opinion, as a
Yeah,
leader.
yeah,
Like, he is that type of guy, and he has a cool power that he really uses, like, he's smart
smart.
with it.
Yeah, he's smart.
So they need to do that, and I
Well,
hope they
he was,
do
like,
that.
one of Xavier's first students too,
Yeah,
that's why. He's been trained from the get-go.
I haven't seen the new ones, but I hear that he's still not developed enough in the new ones.
No, in the new ones, he's actually, like, less developed because he's younger.
Yeah.
He's not old enough to be, like, the leader how he's
Yeah,
depicted in the
yeah,
originals, but he's cooler, like, they make his beams way better,
yeah.
but he's just not old en he doesn't have the skills yet, he's not an adult, that's the problem.
We'll see. Anyways, Magneto wins Nightcrawler.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just wanted to there were a couple more things I forgot about until Beast was the one I was like, "I gotta get this off my
Yeah,
chest."
for yeah, I also wanna talk about Beast,
Yeah,
forgot
Beast
about him.
was crazy.
Next is Juggernaut versus Beast. This is Beast.
Beast, yeah, Beast.
Juggernaut was not bad, but, I don't like
Juggernaut, bitch!
I also don't like the fact that I I don't know how it is in the comics, but is Juggernaut a mutant? And his whole power
It
comes
it
from him
it
being a mutant?
it depends on the story. It's like, 'cause some of the times his helmet is magic is how it works.
Yeah,
I think in, like, one of the earlier depictions, he is a mutant, and, like, the helmet is just akin to a psychic helmet like, Magneto's.
yeah,
But I think his thing is literally momentum equals, like, force or something like that, is, like,
yeah.
his original depiction.
Yeah, because I mean, in this movie, he comes next to the kid and, like, bonks his head on the wall, so he
Yeah.
instantly loses all of that power he has, which I don't know how him I don't know how it gives him the power to break through walls, like, his mutant power I don't understand it, but
His
I don't
mutant
know.
power is just, like, as long as he has momentum, he can't be stopped, is pretty much the thing. Like, he can't be slowed down by momentum, so he'll just keep running through things.
Mm, interesting.
Kinda, I don't know.
Anyways, Kitty versus Mystique, Mystique.
Mystique. It was really unfortunate how bad they dogged her in this. Especially that was another thing too. Magneto was just like, "Oh, you're not a mutant anymore? Bye, bitch." Like, "Bro! What?"
Yeah,
I was like, I
yeah,
couldn't believe it.
yeah, then she instantly rats on
Yeah,
it.
she's just like down right there on the stairs, the cooler.
Instantaneously, dude. It was weird, but she's badass in the first one and the second one. She's the best part of the first one, in my opinion,
Yeah.
besides, Magneto, and I don't like Wolverine in the first one, but,
Call me crazy too. Like people are like, "Oh yeah, Mystique," because I she can be anybody when we have sex. Dude, I'm fucking Mystique. I like it blue, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what Magneto does. He's like, "Shame, she was so beautiful
Yeah,
when she was
I
blue."
agree.
Yeah.
Magneto was sliming that shit out.
Next is Cyclops versus Jean Grey. I wanna go
This sucks.
Cyclops,
This sucks though. They're both not great.
but Cyclops is horrible in these 2. I'm
Yeah,
going based off the movies, I
it's
gotta
got to
give
be
it to
Jean
Jean
Grey.
just because she does
She's at
do
least a
more.
little bit more. Yeah.
Cyclops doesn't do anything
She's
in
not
these
gonna get
movies.
far though. Promise you that.
Pyro
Pyro,
versus Iceman. I
Iceman.
like Billy.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna go like Pyro. Whoa. Stop right the fuck.
And it's Professor X versus Rogue. It's Professor X,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate because I really like
Yeah.
Rogue.
Rogue is the weakest in the first one. She's a lot better in the second
I
and
think
the
she's
third one.
weakest in this one. She doesn't do anything.
Oh, you're right. That's a fair point. I forgot that she doesn't actually do anything. But I
Yeah,
meant like in the way she looked and
and
acts.
she looks the best in this one
Yeah.
because now she's
And the voice.
older and
And
she's
the
got the hair
voice.
and the voice is like,
Yeah. That's what I was going
and the
on.
second one, she's the best, and the
Yeah.
first one, she's kinda
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Fair enough.
I would've put Rogue further, but Professor X is Professor X.
Yeah. Again, random bracket. Can't help it.
Yeah, Wolverine versus Stryker. That's funny.
That's funny.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
I
We're both just like Wolverine. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Magneto versus Beast. Magneto.
Magneto. Sorry, Beast. Again,
Beast is cool, he's
if
only
he
in
was
one
in
movie.
more, he probably could have got it on him. Like if he was even in just the second one, but
Yeah.
that's all we got of him.
Mystique versus Jean Grey. Mystique.
Yep.
I already know the top 4.
Yep.
Iceman versus Professor X. Professor X.
Well, no, I'm kidding.
I was like, "What?"
No, 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 no. I actually really like him though in these movies. I think it's like
I do
probably the
too.
best depiction of Iceman.
Yeah, he's like,
The only depiction of Iceman, except for technically you see him in Days of Future Past, but he's not really like there much.
yeah, he's just a likable guy.
Yeah,
Besides in this one where he's kind of fucking up, but
but he's human. He makes mistakes. Like it's not like crazy. It's not like he's fucking kitty. Like
yeah.
it's not like trying to cheat on her or anything.
Wolverine versus Magneto. This is the best one we have, I think. This should have been the finale. I'm going Magneto.
I agree.
Yeah.
Magneto. Magneto's got more aura, and like he has great line delivery in almost all of his scenes. He's
And it's
just
Sir Ian
he's one of the
McKellen.
best antagonists. I don't even call him a villain per se,
He's
because
not.
in a lot of situations he's not predominantly a bad guy. He just wants mutants to like not be fucked with. Granted, he does like kill people for his goal, but he's just more of an he's not a straight up bad guy. He's just like, can y'all just leave us the fuck alone, please?
And he's cool, man. In X2, you got him taking the iron out of the guy's blood and using 3 balls to escape prison.
Yeah, one of the
Crazy.
greatest scenes
Um,
of that era.
you have lifting the Golden Gate Bridge, which doesn't make any sense.
Absolutely not. That was
But it's cool.
I forgot to bring that up. I actually was like, this is the dumbest scene in this whole movie.
Yeah, because he's like, "How do we get over there?"
Yeah,
You
brother,
could
just make a metal platform and lift it.
Yeah.
It's lighter than lifting the whole Golden Gate Bridge.
I think he was trying to make a statement.
Yeah, and I mean, technically, it worked out by him having the cars to throw and do the artillery later. But it was just like, this is the most excessive aura farming Piccolo shit Magneto's ever done in his life.
He really is not that smart because he could end that whole fight at the end by himself easily. With the amount of control he has over metal, like you see in X2, he could like just instantly murder everyone with like metal from cars, making them into like balls and just.
Yeah,
But he doesn't because he's trying to ore farm and to have all his pawns
well,
die and
that
shit.
they have to like nerf him because yeah, if he
Yeah.
wanted to, he could as he was throwing them in the air and then Pyro's exploding them. After that, he could have just disassembled them into like a clutter of fiery debris that was
Same,
just rip people
they did
apart.
the same thing to Jean Grey. She could have easily just everyone dead.
Yeah,
But they have to have a big fight at the end,
of course.
which
Which
makes
is just
sense.
Logan stabbing her.
Yeah. Okay, so Magneto beats Wolverine. Wolverine's cool, but
Who's this? Is
I'm not the
Professor X
I'm
and
not the
who?
biggest fan. It's Professor X and Mystique. Mystique's a great villain, but it's Professor
It's gotta be
X.
Professor X. Wow. What how canon?
Magneto versus Professor X, and I would still go Magneto.
Magneto, absolutely.
Magneto is great. He's a
Yeah.
great villain.
I think these 2 depictions are the best we'll ever get in life of these characters, though.
Luckily, we'll see him one last time in
Yep.
Doomsday.
But I'm just saying, like, this that there is no better person that could fit either of these roles
Yeah, they're really good.
in look and in just embodiment, like, the way
Have
they
you
talk, the way they act.
Yeah, have you seen, what Ian McKellen just recently said in an
I told
interview?
you about this. Do you remember?
You didn't tell me about this.
I could've sworn I did. I brought
Uh,
it up to you, where he
w
was like, "Oh, I."
It just came out this week. I haven't seen you since last weekend.
No, but I'm pretty sure I talked to you on the phone,
What?
like,
We
text
talked on the
or,
phone?
like, Discord, or maybe not. I talked to somebody about it, but yeah, where he was like, "Oh, I just blew up New Jersey the other day."
And he was like,
And
"Oh, I just now said
yeah, I should've said that.
that." Yeah, yeah, so hopefully that sounds good to me, that we're gonna get some Magneto action. I thought he would just be in it.
Yeah, dude, this movie's gonna be 3.5 hours long.
I hope so. I want long
That
movies.
it's gonna be 3.5 hours long, and then we're doing Doomsday, so we're gonna be at the movie theater for 8 hours straight.
Dune.
Doomsday.
Oh, I need
Yeah.
to watch the Dunes again.
We'll when we get closer to that, we'll make those our Fridays, because I haven't even seen part 2.
Never seen the best one. Everyone says part 1 sucks and part 2 is great. Anyways, that was our mile 6. Lot better than last week.
Yeah, way
Last week
better. I mean, you can even
was
just tell by the length of the video, it actually got, like, decent time, as
yeah.
opposed to last week where we were like, "This fucking sucks."
I had nothing to say about these movies. Alright, join us next Monday for mile 7, which is Ghost Rider and Spider-Man 3.
Yeah,
That's gonna be a fun episode.
that will be fun, yeah, because I like both those
I love
movies.
both those movies.
I don't remember Spider-Man 3 so much, I remember Ghost Rider like it was yesterday. I could probably tell you the script,
Ghost Rider is a great movie.
which is crazy because it's who the fuck remembers that? Nicolas Cage.
I like the
Banging.
jacket. I know he
Um,
says nice jacket.
yeah, that nice jacket.
Yeah.
Um,
And Spider-Man 3, I mean, it's the
it's fun.
worst.
It's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's not good, it's fun, I should
And then
say.
also look forward to Friday when we do Dark Knight Rises. I thought we were already past that, so I was like, "What was the next movie?" Yeah, so Dark Knight Rises on Friday, Monday, Ghost Rider, and Spider-Man 3 of next week.
Yep.
Thanks for watching, gamers and gamettes. Like and subscribe, leave a comment, tell us which is cuter. Bye-bye. Bye.